moving on, Kratos has secured a $1.45 billion Pentagon contract. That's huge if all options are exercised, right? But to develop the MACH-TB 2.0 Hypersonic Testbed program, this is a program that's aiming to speed up, pun intended, hypersonic weapons testing through reusable and cost-effective platforms. I mean, scaling up production could strain material sourcing, especially with specialized alloys that are going to be required for hypersonic endurance. A lot going on here. I mean, this program is vital, though, right? Maintaining dominance in the hypersonic weapons development space.
It's vital. And to date, there's been a limited amount of adequate testing infrastructure that's actually hindered the overall development and delayed fielding for several hypersonic programs. So this right here is huge news because they're getting to develop the test bed to figure out how to best create the testing situations. And then our nation's at a critical point to need rapid and affordable hypersonic flight testing so that all these hypersonic technologies and the MACH-TB program is going to help make those happen. This was actually first initiated back in 2022, the MACH-TB program. And the idea was to create a new low-cost options for testing hypersonic technologies to accelerate the overall capability development and fielding. After conducting over 25 flight tests and creating hypersonic boost glide testbed under that MACH-TB 1.0, the Pentagon is now moving to transition that technology from design and concept demonstration to full flight test capacity this year, fiscal year 2025. Under this MACH-TB 2.0. So Kratos is going to do the systems engineering, the integration, the testing, and they're leading the contract that includes Rocket Lab, Leidos, and Stratolaunch, and a few others. So this is cool stuff here.
You are just geeking out over those test plans, Brian. I've got to say, you really are feeding results into design changes. That's great. But come on, man. This isn't 101 level stuff anymore here. I think the real challenge.
It's this hypersonic, really fast 101 now.
Very cool. I've got to say 2022, not that long ago. It's good to hear things are happening a little quicker. Nevertheless, the real challenge is scaling production while sourcing specialized materials needed for hypersonic endurance. You can't just grab these kind of alloys off the shelf at your local hardware store without a secure and reliable material supply chain. Kratos, or KUAS as we like to call them, or KAUS as someone else calls them, who can't pronounce it, could hit a production wall long before these tests even start yielding meaningful data.
Now, you definitely need a secure and reliable material supply chain. I mean, every project that wants to
good. We'll move on then. I'm glad we agree.
But talking about 101 level stuff here, you've got to be looking at those test plans. I mean, this whole project is literally about how to take the test results and feed them into design changes. I know Andrew's going to tell me I talk about testing too much, but you've got to do it, and that's what the whole project's about.
Yeah, I actually thought you were up there on your pulpit. I mean, preaching, man. Really?
It's like instead of your MES MOM pulpit, this is the test
design and change.
Right. Yeah. If you were wearing glasses, I would tell you to push them up a little higher. That's all I would say. Yeah. I'll do it for you.
He's like there with his new toy called testing. Feedback loops, exciting stuff, sure, but let's just get real for 1 second. If Kratos doesn't have the materials to actually build these hypersonic platforms, your fancy test plans are going to be as useful as a chocolate teapot. These alloys aren't just rare, they're subject to geopolitical constraints, production delays, and massive price volatility. So unless Kratos can lock down these things for sourcing strategy today, that MACH-TB 2.0 program could just turn into a MACH-TBH maybe later.
Was that an attempt at a dad joke?
I thought that was great.
I didn't know that you had that in you, Andrew. Yeah. I mean, you know what? As a result of that attempt, I'm going to give you the win for this one and just let you dive into solutions here.
So how we turn this mega deal into a mega success? Supply chain management. Actually, similar to the last one, it's SCMI, supply chain management integration. Build your supplier partnerships for specialized alloys, secure long-time contracts with them, integrate demand forecasting tools to make sure you've got material availability matches your actual production scaling, and then share your performance metrics, bringing you material planning, inventory planning, so you could create a dynamic buffer of inventory for high-risk materials. And then lastly, just especially for you, I bring in some design and change. So you design in your flexibility into the testbed platform to make sure you're allowing for material substitutions or adaptations without compromising performance. So a little sprinkle of everything in there.
See you next week.